Hi, I'm Chris Leese, and this is my second Ironman, and I'm at Ironman Canada. I've been a Bellingham police officer for almost 27 years. The drug investigations, undercover stuff, SWAT, and then my other work that I do with the International Justice Mission, I've been doing that for 12 years. So it's the biggest anti-slavery organization in the world. The most vulnerable are at the highest risk to be victimized. And poverty is a big piece of that. They come from surrounding countries thinking that they're coming to India to get legitimate work, say in a restaurant or a hotel, and when they show up they find out that that's not the case and they actually have been sold to a brothel owner. I specifically was in Calcutta, where there's a red light area that is, I don't know, 10 square blocks, and there's upwards of 5,000 to 6,000 girls that are being exploited. The brothels are on both sides of the street, and the girls walk outside, and the sex buyers end up just walking up and down that street. In Ghana, for example, on Lake Volta, we see children that are 4 and 5 years old that are sold to slave owners by families most of the time. They're just fishing all day long. They don't have hardly any food. There's no medical to treat the infections that they have. Basically, when you see these kids and we're on the lake, it's just blank stares, you know, they just don't have any hope.
Do they want to go to school?
They say they want to go to school.
And so we conducted our rescue a couple years ago, and just to see these kids come alive, to know that they're free, that they don't have to do this anymore, is quite an experience. I was just recently in the Dominican Republic. We had a group of NFL football players that support the work of IJM. They got to meet the kids that have actually been rescued, and we call it a day of joy. It rejuvenated me, because sometimes it can be very difficult to go. Tracy and I have 5 kids. We have 3 biological and 2 kids adopted. We went to the Philippines and went to some orphanages there and everything. So we started the process to adopt Jamar, and 3 years later we traveled there and picked him up. He's 18 now, and we got him when he was 4. With Wendy, who's from Haiti, a few years after we got Jamar, we had talked about doing this again, and so it was very difficult to go through Haitian adoption. Wendy took, it was 5 or 6 years to bring her home. She's been with us now for 7 years. By being involved in the training for these type of races, it's as weird as it sounds, the suffering that's involved with it connects me to the people, and it kind of releases a joy to know that my mind and my heart is with them. One of the investigators at IJM had told me that to find the hard things in life and do them. So I think maybe that's the reason why I do Ironman, because it's not easy, and keeps me focused, and in some small way it helps me to appreciate the suffering that other people go through. You know, showing up and not giving up, that's the thing.